Hey YouTube, how you going? Continuing on with our refactoring of this internal user functionality. So slowly getting there so that we can be a little bit easier to work with for testing with Jest. But there's some functionality of this which we have gotten rid of. So I'm going to delete, can't remember if we did that, login platform. And yeah, so get rid of those. And what we just did was we consolidated this create additional platform admin functionality so it's easier for testing. And then what we now have to do is if we just close down a bunch of these, and go to our next route. So in our routes, yeah, we've got this allowed IP functionality. And then actually if you look at our routes here, no, not that one, this one. Actually, when do we never check that the IP address. That's a good point. We don't actually check that the IP address is listed as an IP address that's allowed. IP wine list. Okay, so manage platform. I'm going to rename this manage IP addresses, manage allowed IP. I know these are really long and wordy, but also for AI's sake, I don't know, I think it's helpful. Manage allowed IP addresses for platform. Admins.controller.js. It's a mouthful, but hey. Manage allowed IP should be addresses for platform. Admins.routes.js. So let's just change this one before we forget. Rename addresses. And then manage allowed IP addresses for platform admins.services.js. Okay. So let's go split screen. Let's how it does that. Stay on this side. Go to routes. All right, and then over here. So we're gonna copy all this just for making things easy. And okay, so we need to change how we authenticate as well. So for example, create additional, if we go to routes here, we bring in this functionality instead of authenticate, and then we just need authenticate internal user to be here instead. We don't have rate limit on. Get rid of that. All right, so save. Okay, so got our validation chains as well. So in this thing, we need to go manage allowed IP addresses for platform admin. That's a really long file name. Again, if you haven't watched many of my videos, I know some people are going to be saying, obviously this isn't best practice. I know, I understand that obviously we would want to reuse functionality and have functionality consolidated into central middleware and central utilities and all that kind of stuff. What we've learnt from doing testing though with Claude and that is that when you have too many different files in too many different places and so many interrelated dependencies, it just gets so confused. So we are going with this approach, even though it requires some level of duplication. admins. Alright, so then in our routes, validation chains, we go const manage allowed IP addresses for platform admin validation chains equals require. Okay, copy, save. I know that's a massive function and file name, but anyway. So then we need to go get rid of this. If we go to our internal controller, yep, and we are looking for this functionality. So copy all this, and we will now come on this side and we'll go to our controller and we'll paste this in, and we will get rid of this. Validation errors. Don't have logger. Alright. Yeah, so at the moment we don't have the ability to add blacklists. Actually, when I was thinking about that, we wouldn't actually blacklist, because if we have functionality that only allows you to log in if your IP is on the whitelist, then there's no need for a blacklist. So we need to come here and we need to say that to do internal platform admin functionality must confirm user's IP is on whitelist to ensure they can perform actions. Yeah. I'm just thinking, my IP address seems to rotate because every now and then we get logged out of MongoDB. MongoDB doesn't work, so I'm just thinking, like, if your IP address isn't whitelisted, how could you whitelist it? But we could log directly into the database and update it, I guess, if we really need to. Again, I know it's not best practice, but so in our controller, so now if we go to internal user controller and then internal user service, we need to find update allowed IP. We're going to cut this, get rid of that, save that, and then over here paste this in. So we need to bring in our error type, which is going to be up one more folder. Save. We need internal user too. And we're going to change this to an export direct. And then we are going to change this to manage a crazy long file name, but oh well. Update allowed IP addresses. We don't need that comment. Alright, so then we go from here to our service. That works. Alright, so then we need to go to index.js and we need to bring in this route. So why does it need to use ID in the... hang on. We haven't changed this. Internal controller. Yeah, cool. So, why does it need to use ID? Yeah, I don't want to pass in the user ID. I mean, I think it's a bit redundant. We already have we're already authenticated. So let's just change this to allow. Oh, does it need? Hang on. So let's just double check. So update allowed IP addresses for a specific user. It's for so like a platform admin could allow, but we're gonna get that off of the request.body, I think. If see, so this functionality this is allowing a user to add their own IP whitelist. So hang on, let's just get rid of this for a sec. So we just need to think about this for a second. So if we where is it? So if we go, we need to do a put request. So I am going to duplicate. I'm going to change it to a put request. I'm going to do file save as, and I'm going to say allow platform admin to whitelist IP address. Save. And reason. Why do we need reason? So I'm going to do IPs. Now is it expecting and then reason, new reason. What did I make allowed? But I also need to update the routes. Where are we? So const manage What's it missing? Middleware authorize. This is upper folder. These are all going to be upper folder. And then error types utils in controller and in services. No, that's fine. Right. Okay, so controller. Why am I having a mind blank on getting the user ID? Yeah, requester is .id. User here, save, send. Okay, so IP address needs to be an array when we input that, that's fine. Right. User here. Why is that console log not firing? Because the validation's failing, so let's just comment that out for a sec. Okay, so what I'm thinking of doing is it's going a little bit crazy there for a second. Check, validate user, adding, removing IP is a super admin, right? So rec.user.role should be super admin. Then here though, user to update IP for can be a different person. User ID, copy, save, and then update allowed. Okay, so then think about this for a sec. So user ID is not defined. So validation chains. We don't need to do that. Oh. Get rid of that. Okay, save. So this needs to be an array, and then we can do it for our own user ID too. So we'll just do that. Copy. And bring this back over here. Okay. So then here we're gonna do a new folder. Manage allowed IP addresses. It's actually really only manage allowed IP address for one platform admin, but anyway. Okay, cool. All right. Fantastic. So let's get rid of this comment here. We don't need these. We don't need mongoose. Don't need that. Alrighty. Let's commit this. So git add, git commit, updated functionality for adding IP whitelist for platform admin. Get rid of this console. Alright. That was a little bit of effort. Not too bad though. So, what do we got left? Probably keep the video rolling so we can get rid of this. And then Logout. What other functionality have we got now? So we did that. We've got logout, we've got refresh token. Where's internal? Handle failed login. It's not being used anywhere. So we'll just add that to functionality that we removed. Handle failed login for platform admin. Let me get rid of that. So we don't need any of these now. So internal user service, we can delete that. Right. Internal user MFA controller. Verify. Why did I just close that? Controller. Set up MFA. Yeah, so we're not using that functionality anymore. And then I think this is our functionality that's going to be sitting in our login. Login platform admin. We've been using this anyway. No. Save. So we aren't using this functionality in this internal controller anymore. And then I've also noticed here that we're doing the authenticator app. So we'll clean that up in a second. So we'll get rid of this. Actually, hang on. Yeah, we need to get rid of that. But here, so if MFA types equals email, this function runs down to here, else. So this functionality goes down to here. So we don't need that. And then we tidy up these console comments. Commented that out before, save that. All right. Then in our internal user controller, we don't have a refresh token for internal users as far as I can tell. Oh no. We do. So we need a route for our internal user refresh token. But we aren't using the functionality from here, as far as I can tell. No, that's our other. Cool. Yeah. So we can get rid of this. Save that. So what we can now do is, let's just, are there any other folders that we created? Yeah, we're going to do our logout platform admin functionality now. So we will call this logout platform admin.routes.js, logout platform admin.controller.js, logout platform admin.services.js. Cool. And then on this side, we will open our routes. There's not much to bring from here, but anyway. We don't need param. Oh. We don't need that. We don't need param. We don't need authorize. Validate request valid. Okay. So then instead of authenticate from that, we need to bring in we aren't also using these from this yet, so I'll just add that as a note. But that's all right for now. So authenticate internal user is going to replace this. Save. We're not using. I'll leave them there so as to remind us. All right. This and this are going to be one level up. And then internal validation chains logout. So just internal user routes. So in this internal user routes, we got nothing left, so we can delete that. And then internal user validation chains. Where are we? What would you be checking on logout? IP whitelist removed. Backup codes we got rid of. We don't allow disabling of MFA. Yeah, you're not going to be validating anything on logout. Just double checking. We didn't do that on our other one for a normal user. Alright, so validate request. There's no validation errors. Yeah, internal control. Oh, yeah. So internal user validation. We don't do API key rotation. These should all have been changed. Let's just tidy up this while we're here. So login, we have our own one. So that can go MFA. MFA setup. We don't have a verify MFA unless we put that here in our login. MFA. Yeah. Right, so we can delete that. So internal user validation. delete, move to cycling bin. We can also delete that folder. All right, back to where we were. Logout route. Now we need to do our controller. So if we go here and we get an internal user controller, and we cut and paste this, get rid of this comment. Internal user controller can now be deleted. All right. So refresh token. So internal user service. Test. I think we accidentally deleted that file. We did. Okay, so what we will do, I know you can pull the file back, but probably a little bit easier just to copy and paste the code from GitHub. General user service. We actually didn't. History. We didn't. That's all right. What we'll do is we'll just copy this and we'll work from this. So just paste. All right, so this is going to when you log in, where's refresh token? I'm just checking, so access, yep, refresh, okay. So we are going to get rid of that, and we are going to call this Logout platform admin services. Save, we'll call this Logout platform admin. Again, just sticking super specific. Actually, what we'll do by deleting refresh token. All right, and then refresh token dot delete. Okay, cool. And then in our route, we need to change internal controller to Logout platform admin controller. All right, so Logout goes to our controller. Why isn't this working? Logout platform. Logout. Am I going crazy? Oh, I didn't need the .js. I am going crazy. Okay, we need to bring in our token model. I just realized something. We have a separate token model. We're gonna have to fix that. So let's check controllers. Okay, login is correct. Internal token. This is double check. We don't need token anywhere. Oh, cool. So it's just going to be here. Where are we? Services. So it's going to be internal token. Right. So internal MFA. All these tests are going to be bugged. Session.service we haven't been using, so Right, let's go to Postman. And we need to bring the route over, so routes. Alright. Const logout platform admin routes equals require. Okay, cool. And then this is spelled wrong. And we will copy this, paste this, copy this. Alright, paste this. Alright, and then come to Postman. Let's duplicate. Do a post request. Route is logout. Do file save as logout platform admin save, and then if you look here in the controller, request.body is the refresh token. Why would we be getting the refresh token from the body? Why not? Yeah, we want to get the refresh token off of cookies. So when we logged in with our, not that user, log in, we need this. Hopefully it's still valid. And then cookies. Cancel. Why are there two cookies? Now I need to go back here. Copy. Cookie. Refresh. Save. Right. Log out. What didn't it like? Routes. Why doesn't it like this? Why doesn't it like that? It works. Everything's saved. Yeah, so that's where I was looking. So index. Oh man, why is it? It's going to be a simple mistake. Oh. No. I don't get it. Const logout platform admin routes equals require components internal users logout platform admin save, and then copy paste copy paste, and it crashes. Why is this crashing? Ah, I knew it was something simple. Alright, let's see. Okay, invalid authentication token. Alright, so we probably need to log back in. So login user. Actually, we weren't authenticated. Logout, route, headers. Oh no. Login. That. Update our bearer token. In our body, we have to pass in MFA token, send. We're now logged in. Get our refresh token. save, and also invalid request signature. So why would that be? What we need to do going to go back to this chat with Claude. As you may remember, I haven't used like scripts. A lot with Postman. So with the HMAC service, when I run in Postman, do I need to do this for every route that requires HMAC validation, or just pass the values into the headers for all future requests once authenticated? Come on. Need to generate. Okay, for every. So this failed, annoyingly. This one worked. And it had the right same script. So logout. So for this route, which calls this controller, which calls this service, I get this error. But the HMAC, the pre-script for Postman works for all value for this. Okay, yeah, I get that. can't I? Can't I? Doing that thing around for just not defined. Oh my god. Let's go to chat. Request timestamp is invalid or expired. Why? Let's just double check it's not because of our login, like it hasn't timed out or something. So send. Putting out MFA code. Send. Alright, so refresh token, copy cookies, save, access token, header, bearer. Oh, wrong one. Header, bearer, send. Okay. Please compare to this script which I know works for other routes that have different requirements for a pre-script. This may help you in understanding why the timestamp is showing as invalid for your script. Right, logouts, scripts, send. I was thinking about that. Let's just try the. Alright, try again. I wish I unauthorized. I didn't notice that. Why is it saying I'm unauthorized? Log out. No. Where is it? Try this. Okay, we had to pause for a moment. We were trying to get this logout route to work, and while this way I actually thought of what it might be. And we create this additional platform admin. And who are we logging in as? Oh, we are. I thought maybe the API key was wrong, but we are logging in as. I'm just confused why. The token. It's our token. So header. backend again. EY E10. EY E10. Login. So the token's different. Login. Authenticate. Data sign. So if we go to our login functionality, generate JWT and refresh token. JWT secret. Just check one thing. So did it. Compare. Just thinking there might be something in the first bit of code affecting. So we look at the model type, token, internal token. So if we we go back here, gotta hit that route again. Log out. Go to log in. EY. Why does it? Every time I go off the screen, it keeps disappearing. Jesus Christ. Try again. Log out. Send. Alright, here is EYJBH. Okay, that is the right token. That is the right token. So this token is the right one, but what error? Invalid authentication. It's getting thrown because of this, so I wonder if in the refresh to this expiry is different to undefined. Just going to comment that out for a second. Might need to log back in. So we've got to get rid of this header, send. Secret or private key. What? Why is this now failing? Okay, so we can't change that. Code. Put that there. Access token. Header. Send. We're logged in. Token changes. So if we go here, header, send. Oh, oops, that was the wrong one. Invalid signature request. Validation. 13. If API key takes invalid signature request. Sorry, invalid request. Signature. Verify signature. post path timestamp user ID. I'm a bit stumped. I don't know why it would do that, but anyway. It's not that. What we might do is go to Logout. Just going to get rid of this for a second and try and hit the route again. So it's definitely to do with the validate functionality. I don't understand why this functionality, why would it need to be different? Doesn't make sense. What does this mean? Oh, come on, give me a, where's my what does this mean? Okay. It still works. It still has the same error though. Validation. Where are we? Is go back here, go here. Paste this as a script. We need to go here and copy this, and this needs to be JWT token. JW. Man, still gets the same error. But actually, that's interesting, they passed. Most probable cause is clock skew or discrepancy in how the timestamp is generated. Yeah. Alright, let's try this. We already updated the Postman script. Let's try again. Alright, X timestamp. Okay. Come on. So let's log this. I forget how to bring up console on this as well. Where's console? Control-C, there we go. Alrighty, come on, let's try and fix this. String to sign is not defined. Okay. Check where string to sign is used. String to sign. String to sign isn't used. Oh, come on, I've already given you the HMAC service. HMAC validations, line 7. 17, sorry. Okay, so path pm.request.url.get path with query. Yeah. Expected signature is not defined. Generate a string. This is going round in circles. round and round in circles. Alright, what's this? Yes, there's a clear mismatch between the generated signature in Postman and the expected signature on the back end. Alright, I'm getting frustrated. Just giving it another a script that worked before. This is crazy. Why is it just not working? Internal server error. Oh. Let's get rid of that. Why can I not read that? What? Cannot read properties of refresh token. So when we had the normal logout, login, cookies. I don't want to use. Come on. Refresh token is required. How can open data request and post again? What we can do is we can send it. Let's try send it this way, key cookie, and then copy, send. Why isn't it sending? This is, oh no, there it is, cookies. Yeah. Undefined. What the hell? Do I have to do? No. Cookies. Secure false. Okay. Oh man. Server could not understand the request. Oh, buddy. I am completely stumped. If we log in a normal user, let's try like user 10. Okay. Copy. Send. Verified. Login. 65. Send. Okay. Token. So now duplicate. Post. Auth. We don't have a logout wrap. That's right, we can update it. Far out. I'm stumped on this one. I don't understand why it's working. Alright. We are going to call it on that functionality, I think, because I've been going for almost another hour. Far out. So I'm going to stop the video here. We will add to our Notion doc bug logout for internal admin. Doesn't work. We'll fix that a little bit later. Thanks for watching. Okay, this is going to be a brief video. We're just going to do some tidy up of our functionality. So in this internal users, we're going to rename this platform admins. Yep. So hopefully that doesn't break all of our code, and we're going to go through and change every single file name. We'll soon find out. It's obviously thinking. Come on. Operation not permitted. What? Why? It's annoying. Okay, that didn't work. Well, what we're going to do is call this global platform admin. Not global, common platform admin services. And in here, I want to move in all of this functionality. Hopefully all of our files updated okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to delete these test files. I know we're going to have to rewrite them. They're not going to work anyway. And then manage internal MFA service. So this has been changed, so we can delete that. And then this session service we no longer are using currently. We can tidy all that up. Now what we've got is we've got our folder for all internal users, which we'll try and rename again later. And we've got, these are common platform admin services that are across each of these pieces of functionality. Again, if you haven't watched my early videos, we're doing this because, at least in theory, AI seems to understand code better, especially when writing jest tests. If I'm able to provide it with like all of the files that are associated with one piece of functionality in a very granular way, right? So some people would, for example, create a platform user and log in a platform admin and log out as auth functionality, right? We're splitting it down. All right. All of this remains the same then, and then I was also thinking of common platform admin middleware and moving this HMAC validation and internal auth into that. So we might do that. So we'll call this common or maybe it should be general, global. I know, global within a folder. Common platform admin middleware. Okay, so this one and no, sorry, this one and this one. Maybe we should rename this platform admin specific middleware. Platform admin. I think the word common could confuse people, so we're going to call this platform admin specific services. Yeah, platform admin specific middleware, common, global. Okay, I think that all makes sense. And then what I wanted to do was, so in our components, IP whitelist, IP. I think if we go here, management, IP whitelist. Yeah, so we need controllers and services. So that's going to be outside here in our components. That's for another day. Anyway, just a brief video. I'll probably append this somewhere. Just thought I'd tidy up those files a little bit. Cool. Okay, so still trying to fix this logout functionality for an authenticated platform admin. Now, what I've discovered, I just asked Claude a few questions beforehand, because I know this has taken a huge amount of time. I'm getting a bit tired of it. But basically what we do is when we first log in, we call this route, we just email a password. That generates, hurry up, this preview URL to get an MFA token, which we then pass in like this, and we then call the route again. In the process of doing that, the token, we're generating the access and refresh token twice. And then when we go to log out, we're getting this error saying the token's invalid. So I think there's a chance that we have some functionality that's not performing as expected, and either the first or second time we generate the token is the one that's getting saved. So then when it's checking, it's either checking the first against the second or the second against the first, and not the first with the first or the second with the second, if that makes sense. So annoyingly, what we're going to have to do is change some of this functionality, and we're going to create a new function to first initiate the login validation. And I do have what Claude provided me to my right, but I think what we're going to do is we're going to write some of this code ourselves. And yeah, so this functionality is replaced. All right, so what we are going to do is on the initiate login, we are still going to get all of these. Then we are not going to call this. So internal user. In our internal user model, we need to check compare password. Okay, so we do have that functionality. So we are going to copy this. So what we're going to do, user, find the user via email, add their password. We're going to compare password that the user inputs with the password from the database and confirm that's correct. So that's fine. All right, now in our service, we we're just going to do this. I'm just going to stick this up here. We can fix this up a little bit later, make it a little bit more in fitting with how we're working with Claude. So const MFA session token is what Claude's calling it, equals await login platform admin service dot generate MFA token. We're going to pass in here our user, our IP address, and user agent. Sorry, and something like that, and then MFA code, send MFA. So we should have validate. So so we're gonna just temporarily bring in const login platform admin utils equals require, and then here we're gonna call pass in our user.email. Send MFA code. Well, it also needs the token. So MFA session token. Then yeah, and then in here, no, we're gonna go copy. We're gonna go response. Actually, we're not getting. It's not aware that we got the preview. So production. Email result. So it returns email result. So let's call this MFA code email, and then message. That work? What doesn't it like? All right. Right, so then on our routes, logout, sorry, login. Let's copy this, call this initiate. Then we'll call this initiate. Not gonna have the effect token. Okay, so come here. Let's duplicate this. Get rid of the MFA token. Send. JWT is not defined. Invalid email options. Okay, email service. So if we go here, user. Okay, so here it's just expecting user rather than user.email, I think. Okay, it worked, but we're not getting back the, here's the preview URL. Didn't return it in the body, we'll fix that up later. Whoa! Okay, sending this crazy long code. Generate MFA token. Why is that creating? What we're going to do instead . Pass in user. I think that should work. Let's previously it was generating a JWT token, but we don't want like a 100 character long. Okay, we're back to our 6-letter token. Then for login, we're gonna call this like exports.complete login equals async records. Okay, then we are going to get MFA session token. So this is where Claude's approach and our approach differ slightly. So we are saving the type of token of MFA, whereas Claude were generating a session token and an MFA code separately. Okay. And then, so if we try and adjust this, so let's do keep all this, and then service. I think that should work. Login platform admin. So we come back here. File save as. Initiate platform. And then login. So let's just do this again. Initiate login. Get our code. Copy. Come here. Go login. Paste. Send. Okay, that logs in. So now we are only generating access token once. Copy, logout platform admin, place our bearer token, and also our refresh token. Copy, logout. We've got this in 2 places. Might cause an issue, but trying to solve one issue at a time. Send. Invalid authentication token. This is crazy. Why is it still doing that? Still seeing that JWT expired. Expired at 12:40. Why is JWT token expiring? Current time. Current time is 15. Token expired 12 hours ago. How do I... invalid token. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. Where is it getting this other token from? Oh, hang on. No, 14. Okay, we're getting another error now. False header. Refresh token is required. We're getting closer. Alright, refresh token is required. User. So why isn't it picking up the cookie? Cookies. Let's try and log that. Send. Undefined. Why? Refresh token. What we're going to do is we are going to go hang on. I know we're not meant to do this. Rec.body. Logged out successfully. Okay. Why can we not get the cookie? Oh, man. I'm passing it in. Like it's here. How do I get? How to extract? Let's try this rec.headers. Hang on, didn't work. Validation error not defined. Okay, because I'm not logged in properly. Log in. Copy. Complete login. Send. We get our access token. update our logout route, and this is coming from here for some reason. I have to put it here. Set it on the header, and then refresh token. I've got to update to. Oh no, hang on. Yes, refresh token. Where is it? Copy. So log out. Put this here. And I'm going to put it here. I'm still not sure exactly why I'm having these issues. Save, close. Right, then if I send this, validation error is not defined. Logged out successfully. And there it is, header cookie. That is the cookie. So, maybe. Hey, this isn't my fault because this is the code. This is the code that Claude wrote. So they missed the headers. And we're passing in the header, but we were passing it in as a cookie. Man, I'm so confused. Let's go to chat. So saying pass cookies split at the equal sign. Okay. So do this, and then copy. Get rid of this. Okay. So might need to log in again. Getting a validation error. Platform. Invalid refresh token. Alright, so we will go through the process again. Initiate platform login. Send. I'll click to that, get this, copy this, come back here, go to complete login, put this here, send that. Then for our logout, we need our access token, copy, goes logout platform admin. This goes in not our header, but our authorization. It's a bit wonky anyway. And then in our headers, this refresh token gets replaced with this refresh token. Copy. Sorry, this one. I don't know why there's two. Let's just put it. EYJ. So if we probably don't need that. Send. Happy days. We've done it. We fixed it. Oh my goodness. That was crazy. So like, I think if you've watched some of my other videos, you'll know that I've said I've never worked with really like passing cookies and headers, and this is literally the code. that we'd been given by Claude, and it missed this, and I didn't think to look at that. I think there were some other errors there before as well. But AI was definitely getting confused with the fact that we generated a bearer token initially on this route before the MFA token, then we generated another bearer token. So I think that's why it was thinking the token changed each time we called this, the access token, and it was thinking that we had an issue there, which is why we decided to separate out the logic. But we're going to have to separate out, in login, separated out this logic. So initiate login and login. For testing purposes and whatnot, we might need to separate some of this functionality a little bit further, but we're going to wrap the video there because we've at least got all of the functionality working. We just need to, consolidate again. So git add -m fixed logout bugs by refactoring platform admin login functionality. All right, still quite a bit to do to get this a little bit more in line with what I want. Anyway, we'll wrap it there, and when I got more time, I'll come back.